So we got a guest today. Zombies Are Hungry is his social media handle. I've been watching him for like a year over on different apps, platforms like TikTok. Link back up. I'm gonna let him explain why he lost those accounts. I'm gonna go into the first day I remember meeting him, and we're gonna let him kind of explain how a lot of this came about. I know a lot of you guys have seen him. You know, when you first see him, it's kind of hard to not want to stay and be like, "What is this dude talking about?" And I liked it. So you guys check him out. And we met a couple days ago. All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead and let us know like your name and what made you want to become a creator in the first place. And some stuff about your life.
Oh well, hold on. I mean, I'm OZ. I'm from Planet Earths. Uh, what? So how this all really happened was, I went to college for graphic design, and I seen there was this things the NFTs, and so I started making NFTs, and I was making money on them, and then one day they stopped selling, and so I researched what you're supposed to do to sell an NFT, and the answer was social media. So I went on social media, started killing it on Instagram. My Instagram got scammed away from me,
Mm.
and my little homies was like, "You need to go on TikTok, dog." And I was like, "All right, the kids know, right?" That I mean, the kid, I'm an old goofball. What am I supposed to say? The kids saying go on TikTok. I better listen to the kids. So I went on TikTok. The whole thing blew up. And then all of a sudden, instead of getting scammed away, it got bananaed away. And and through my whole getting into getting that first permanent banana, I would go live and get bananaed daily. Like a lot of times in the history of Zombies Are Hungry, I'll just go live and I get a banana. And so that's how I ended up becoming the Banana King. Account after account after account after account. That's how we lost touch.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep in touch with when the first account had 20K, and the second one had 7 before it got permanent banana. It's hard to keep in touch with all the people all the time. The
Yeah.
only way I know how to do that is just to keep on staying in the screen, keep it plugging away, and hopefully the feed or whatever will bring the people back, and you'll see. But oh, there's Zombie and his diaper wifey
Yep.
again,
That's what happened to me.
and
The algorithm brought
yeah,
it back. Yeah. On a different platform at that. I'm scrolling one day and I'm like, there's Z. So I started watching it, hopped in the live. I said, hey, I remember you from TikTok. And this is what I meant a minute ago, y'all. I said, the first time I saw you was the day the cops was arresting you in the public, talking about, hey, we got a call that there's a guy in paint. And I'm sitting there like, okay, what's he going to say next? Like, what was the reason that you called the cops? You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
yo, through me being the Banana King, that video is lost in internet history forever. I've had little baby zombies who are really good at typewriter things
Mm-hmm.
try to find the video because they're like, we can find it for you, bro. And they can't find it. Like
Mm.
when they take me down, they take me down. And
That's crazy.
yeah, that video, everybody asked me for that video. They're like, can you just like pop that video back out again? And I'm like, oh, that is lost to the
It
internet
was like
lord.
right? It was like a park and like a gate, like a fence of
Yeah, it
some
was a skate
sort.
park. I was
Okay,
I
okay.
was sending Skip down the half pipe. I was sending a little Skip down the half pipe, and I
Yep.
get done doing that. I'm starting to get a little sweaty. I'm like, let me take a breather. And so they got all this cool tagging and stuff. So I sit down by the tagging and start talking. And I looked up and I see this little policeman walking towards me, and I'm
Yep.
like, hey guys, the cops is here. And I'm like, oh no. And so then I walk up to him, right? And I'm not as little as I look on the screen. I know I look like a little island boy. Everybody says that stuff, but in person, I'm a big dude. So this little cop starts to reach for his glizzy plaster, and I'm like, sir, like I put my hands up, like I'm doing this for these people right here.
Right.
And he's seeing that there's a bunch of people in there, and he's like,
Man,
okay.
dumb.
I thought I was gonna get tased, dog.
I hope it made him feel dumb because that's crazy that someone would just call the cops just for that. That's nuts. And I know another time recently, kind of off topic, but kind of goes together. I had a buddy Blaine stop by, and he'll probably see this and think this is funny because he goes, "Oh, by the way, the other day I'm on YouTube, man. I'm scrolling. I see this dude. I'm watching his live. He goes, and then I go to his channel and I start going through videos and I see one of your comments on one of his videos. And I got a bright yellow mug shot of my face for my brand. So anybody who sees it, I think they immediately recognize it. He goes,
Yeah, it's
"That was
brand
weird, man. I
recognition.
saw my dude on on a random YouTube account." I'm like, "Well, we're both content creators, but yeah, I just thought that was funny." And shout out to all your people in the chat. As soon as we started, there was 9 people in here. The second it started, them were all your people. 29 now. So yeah, everybody.
Here comes some of the trolls.
Yeah, I see that already. I see that already.
Well, I call my thing the biggest troll show.
I don't.
And so there's little discrepancy because there is this other guy that could arguably have the biggest troll show, but he trolls. He trolls. I get
Purpose.
trolled. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
you're
Like,
just doing whatever. Peyote, what's up? You're getting trolled for what you're doing on your live. They're trying to whatever reason they want to say it, but you're not purposely. Now, maybe sometimes you troll them back, right? But you're not going at it.
all the time I do. I mean,
Okay.
if the mod squad lets me, they don't kick them
Yeah,
out of there
trolls are
before I
definitely
can answer.
making shit
oh,
up.
this is about we searching for brains. We found somebody with some brains, and now we's trying to collaborate in this on how many sides the dark side could gets to. Prisms, like when the rainbow shows up after the rainfall. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, look what somebody else just said. Juan Gomez, Chicago pizza, New York.
I see that. So
I know
that's
what
where
they're
we
talking
ended.
about. Not everybody know what that means. Yeah, go ahead and explain. We'll get into a little bit of everything, but if I want to talk about that real quick, didn't somebody been ordering pizzas to your house? How did this all take place?
All right, so one day, the kids are waking me up. They're kicking me in the head. They're like, "Get up!" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "They're ordering. There's anchovy pizzas at the door. You gotta go talk to this guy, right?" And I'm like, I'm sleeping. I'm like, what? Okay. So I go to the door and I'm like, dog, nobody wants these anchovy pizzas, son. Like, scram, Sam. So that was like this one day. Then a couple days later, my boy J Dog shows up. Right there's J Dog's car. Then there's a car behind him, and I'm like, why is there a car? I mean, I'm only expecting Spike and J Dog. What's going on? So I go talk to J Dog and stuff, and I'm like, Spike is eating Little Caesars pizza, which is so crazy, right? He's shoving his face with a deep dish pizza. And so the next car comes out, it's a pizza man with all these pizzas. And I'm like, yo, what up, dog? Those got anchovies on them? And he's like, no, we ain't got anchovies. They got onions and olives. And I was like, oh, onions and olives. That sounds cool. All right. And so he goes over there and starts dropping them off at the porch. And so I go run to the tent to grab my wallet. And I'm like, all right, how much is this? And he said 210. I almost felt my baby wipey. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And charge it to the game. I'm gonna pay this. And so we swipe the card. I leave him a tippity tip with the card. Then I leave him a tip out of cash. And I'm like, dang. He's like, oh, I got 5 more in the car, bro. I was like, you got more? He's like, yeah, I got 5 more in the car. So I go running up to J Dog. I'm like, yo, y'all got to get out here. This guy's got a stack of pizzas, son. We got the stack of pizzas. Then we made the videos and all of that good stuff. I ate. That was the grossest stuff. Like the pizza, the company is good. It was good. If it would have had mushrooms and pepperoni and black olives, maybe it would have been better. Some weird combo like that would have been better. But green olives and green peppers, it was not very good.
Yeah, that don't sound. When you said that, I'm like, that don't sound good. Now, this all started, and also shout out to the trolls. You're making our chat boosted on.
That's right. Keep it flooding. Keep it flooding.
Right. Everybody else that's in here, my people, my visionaries community, or his banana. What is it? Mod Squad.
Banana family. Yeah, we the banana family.
Shout out to you guys. So we'll get into talking to y'all and engaging in a minute. Right now, we're gonna kind of go back and forth with what we're talking about this. Now, what's Bell? Is that Bellspar or wait? That's
it is a Bellspar.
Okay, Bellspar.
That's who ordered the pizzas.
There's a lot of lore behind your stories, the reasoning you do what you do. They all got different names and reasons. I've been watching you for like a year before I really was even a content creator myself, and I'm very curious about a lot of this. Now, did you does all this have real stuff behind it, or does some of it come from your imagination? What is it?
So, all right. So Valspar was a real thing. So I feel like it's two brothers. They started trolling, and they got me to call them with my real phone number. And so I call them on my real phone number. They're calling up steady in the lives every day, calling in liggity lives. I'm throwing my phone behind the tent, and I'm like, "All right, guys," and and so I had to change my phone number. But they constantly continue to troll. I think that they just made an appearance in the last Liggity Live. Shout out to Mod Squad for making me aware of that. But so
Is he still
that, you
band
know,
or something?
no, Valspar probably about 18, 19-year-old
Okay.
kids.
Okay.
And so like that comes out of real stuff. Or Skip, I used to. I come from the south side of Chicago, and so everybody calls each other Joe. Like if you notice, when I first talked to the pizza man, I'm like, "What up, Joe?" And that's everyone in Chicago calls each other Joe. So I got tired of everybody just saying Joe all the time. So I started calling everybody Skip, and so Skip comes from my friends always telling me to bring Skip back, bring the stuff back. And so I was like, well, I got a way to bring the Skip stuff back bigger and better than ever. Everybody going to be
Yep.
talking about Skip.
Yeah.
And so Skip, that
That's
comes from,
skeleton.
my imagination.
That's the back of the skeleton's head. Like you got a face on the back, and then the front got the face.
Oh, he's all taped up on the
Okay.
back.
Man,
I've
there's
been whacking him with a chair.
now this tent you got, right? Is that in your if you don't, unless it's an undisclosed thing, you don't want to talk about it. Is this inside your house? Is it in the garage? Is it outside? I was wondering.
Oh, yeah.
A room? Is it
Yeah,
like a
yeah. It's in the basement.
okay, cool. I didn't know if you wanted to say that. I've always wondered. I'm like, I wonder if that's
Hold
like
on.
man cave or something, you know what I mean? Okay. So
Yeah, basically a man cave at this point now.
now you built like an entire lore around this because you wanted to take it far, and I've seen you have many accounts that I'm sure the haters and the jealous people saying, you know, why people like me and you doing this, getting any kind of success, are gonna get mad. I don't know why people prey on people's downfall, but I've seen you have many accounts that adds up to a lot. I know, you know, you're starting over, so it's working. You know, you created your own thing and it's working for you. Your people will always find you. I've always been different, strange. I'm not like a lot of people. People are always judging me just from the way I look. So when I first seen you, I'm like, I think I found my people. I don't really like ordinary. I don't like average. You know what I mean? I always rocked with stoners and juggalos growing up. I even got some of that ink tatted on me, you know, from that lifestyle and when I was younger. So, you know, I'm more or less, it just kind of gravitated me, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I met Tech Nine in 2017. That was cool.
Oh,
What's
I
your,
got pictures of me and Tech Nine and me and Ritz and stuff. Um, yeah. So and that's part of the funny thing, right? They were just talking about I ain't never met a juggalo that don't like ICP, and I'm like, well, they just ain't my cup of tea at the music. I'm
yeah,
100% certified a juggalo, no matter what.
you got,
You can't take that away.
I
I'm
see
in
all
the
the woo. Yeah.
Wicked Clown Giggity Gang.
So you got your
That's right, whoop whoop.
is you feel like that's kind of a part of the same movement and style and genre, but you yourself don't listen to ICP music, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay. Now you
but
option
I've seen Blaze Your Dead Homie like 5 times. I've seen Tech
twisted.
Nine 12 times. So it's not like I don't understand what it is. I understand what it is. I've been in the crowd with all of us yelling family. I understand what it is.
Absolutely.
Just like, the ones that started it, hey, hey, meh. But
Yeah.
I totally embraced the whole thing. I mean, I clearly lived the lifestyle, right? I mean,
I was
like,
only in one
hey,
time, Cleveland, House of Blues 2017 with Tech, and then 2016. Oh, and Brother Lynch Hung. I met Brother Lynch Hung and Tech Nine. We paid an extra like 150 to stay after. And then in 2016, I met look kind of half-assed met Lil White. I can't really say I met him. And then that was it. Besides Ozfest, when I was 17, 2007, Ozfest, Pittsburgh. So concerts, not so much. But with everybody we just mentioned, Twisted, Hobson, you like them? What kind of
oh
music?
yeah. I like Twisted. I like Hobson.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not like I don't know. It's not like I was listening to freaking country music or something and slapped this stuff on and I'm like, what are you talking about, juggalos? What I
uh,
understood what was going on. But
they
that
said,
so let's get into wait,
you
what
heard?
happened?
They said give us a peekaboo.
Oh, peekaboo. Peekaboo,
That's
peekaboo.
crazy because some of these people, man, like even my people, you know, I kind of keep like a certain uh I don't know, I guess whatever you want to call it, like a genre for my videos, which is my life after lockup content. I do like some paranormal, some true crime. For the most part, I try to find people who've been to prison and are trying to change their life, addiction, recovery, prison reform, advocacy, stuff like that. So this is definitely a little bit different, but I support, you know, creators doing their thing. And like I said, I myself have been looked at different my whole life. So I immediately gravitated towards whatever it was you were doing. I'm like, and even when, like I said, my one homie found you randomly. He was watching you. I don't know. He's not, he's different in his own way. So you really never know who's gonna like your content or what it is. But you're grabbing people's attention. That's all that matters. It's working for you.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, you know.
Yeah, Clem.
Uh you guys to grab their attention in the first place. Then after you grab their attention, you got to keep it. A lot of people think that it's just gonna be, oh, let me just do an El Wishy. El Wishy. Well, first you got to create an El Wishy. You know, it's
Right.
not like it's not. Granted, I made it up in 10 seconds, but I've already been doing this for so long to where I could just pop out, and the next thing out of my mouth is gonna be one of the next things that I'm stuck with doing for no matter how long. You know, I mean, I accidentally said, if you maybe know somebody that got some brains, holla at your boy, keep breathing one day. Cause it all started off as just keep breathing. I always used to put keep breathing at the end of my videos, keep breathing. It was always keep breathing. And then boom, one day it all made sense. And it all happened from that Little John song. You know, I mean, it resembles it. I was
Yeah,
inspired by it.
I like
So, you
that.
know, I mean,
I was
that's
asking
all it takes. One.
some of this stuff you're already mentioning, like where you are putting together words and stringing together different like words into sentences. I always wondered if you think of it ahead, do you maybe sometimes have like a teleprompter? I always wondered. I didn't know if it was straight off the dome. I seen people trolling you and spamming that, saying, bro's reading from a script. I wasn't sure, but even if you are, who gives a fuck? Because sometimes I even do that. I'll tell you right now, this is the first time I ever admitted this. I will either write things down ahead of time. Hey, thank you, buddy boys. Whoever did that, shout out to you. And I will actually write things, right, bro? Like I will actually put it on the screen on my other phone, and I'll sit there and say, all right, and I use talk to text, blah 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 blah, whatever, boom. And then I'll hold my other phone and I'll talk to this phone, but I'll like do this. I'll put it behind it so it's like above it. But have you ever felt like you had to do that, or is it all right off your top of your head?
So 85% of it is all straight freestyling, but a lot of times, like, and I really haven't even did it like in the last couple weeks, but on my first live at the 2 a.m. live, I got these things right here. I'll tape papers. Like right here, I got what do I say to what is a juggalo? And then I'm gonna say, let me think for a second. And so I put that there
Right.
yesterday, and then nobody did it. But what I do is I put a word list.
Okay.
Well, here's a good one. So I'll have a word list or two, right? And I'll
Yeah.
have my word list, and I'll pop them up there. But these are just words. Sometimes I don't even say the words on the word list, you know.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
but
Or at least
every once in a while, I'll get.
or sticks.
I don't know. I'm looking for a good one.
Hey,
These are not good ones.
your people, bro. Two of your people sent me $5 and a $2, $7 donation. Thank you, bro, because that's your people. They said they sub too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
You
I
have a
was
lot.
telling you, Banana Family, we travel, dog.
I see that, bro. Like that's cool.
Everybody finger blast this sub button. Don't finger blast mine.
Yeah, I seen that. Like, don't tap the screen. Stick.
Yeah, all right. So check that out. So like, so you know, I created this thing on Tickety TikToks. So I picked up some tricks from my fellow Tickety TikTokers, you know, and one of them was the don't finger blast. Well, it wasn't that's my take on it. But it was telling the people not to do something. Don't do that. Don't do that. And freaking free Shane. Free Shane.
Hey man, Noise like 123. Thank you, bro. Damn man, this is cool.
So let's get into the free Shane
Okay.
thing. Since that comment or super chat was free Shane.
I don't know about that. And after you explain that, I'm gonna say something that ties into these people sending this money. But go ahead, explain. And thank you guys. Explain what you were about to say with that.
All right, so free Shane came about because my man's sold a beverage to an old man in a walker and didn't card him. When Shane had been working for 10 years, well, not 10 years. I worked there for 6. So he probably worked for the company for 5 years. And they just let him go just like that over selling a beverage to a clearly well over 21-year-old person.
Right.
And so we was all up in arms. And I already had jokes about Shane's mama in my chamber. I was just waiting to release the fury. One day I'm like, we're gonna be talking about Shane's mama, but I just gotta wait for the right day and the right time. So one day we're all talking about Shane. We're like, we miss Shane. Shane. And so we all start chanting free Shane. We're like, free Shane, free Shane. And so I was like, well, that's making the show.
Yeah.
And so that's how that all happened.
Okay, that was cool. I seen that. I was wondering where that come from. Yeah. Thank you, because your people did this, you know, and it's at $12. That's awesome. That's what I was about to say was I just got what you call partial monetization. You know about this. You could be fully monetized, getting paid for your views, your ads. I'm halfway there where I got memberships and donations, and I'm grateful and blessed to say that I got $119 on my YouTube that comes for this month's payout. And I'm like, man, that's fucking amazing, bro. Somebody else just did it again. Peyote, thank you. It almost makes me feel bad, bro. Cause like I'm saying, because these are all your people, I think, doing that. And then you do this
Oh, but
too.
no, I don't feel bad. No, this is what I was saying. I think that it's good. That's why I wanted to start at the first one on your thing. I think it's good to get some of my people over here, and then some of them are already gonna know who I'm talking about, because a lot of these guys is like, I don't know who you're talking about, Z, and I'm like, well, let me send you his YouTube and
Okay.
finger blast that sub like
Thank you, bro.
30 minutes ago only.
Yeah, because
And
dude, man, you're not trying to be a gatekeeper or like, I'm gonna just do this. You went out of your way. My people on my chat on TikTok last night said, right when you left, hey, at least he's trying to help you by not being like that. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. So anybody that's like that, man, hopefully we can help each other, our communities. Go live on mine, go live on yours, whatever. I'm sure my people will sub to you. Anybody in here that usually rocks with me, please go sub to him. Zombies underscore letter R underscore hungry. Yeah, now that we got that out the way. Thank you, everybody. Reading the chat as it goes, but we're kind of going back and forth. Was Packy on Love After Lockup? But I almost, it's a long story, but it's not that. We joked around about almost doing that with this Netflix series thing, but I've been on 6 famous podcasts that are for prison, but I wasn't on that exact show. So I was on different prison shows that are on YouTube. Hey, thank you, Noise like 123. Chill, Skip. So you are from yeah, I see you, Kyle. You're from Chicago, living in Detroit, right? I'm
Chicago
not.
living in Muskegon.
Yeah, my bad. That was my
Yeah, Michigan. Yeah. When
Michigan.
I was in Chicago, I thought everything out here was Detroit. I used to tell my ex-wife, like, yeah, we're gonna go move to Detroit. And she's like, no, we're not even living nowhere near Detroit. And I was like,
Right.
it all seemed like Detroit to me.
What do the gifts mean, bro? Can you explain that real quick? Is it
All
the
right. So it's very similar to the tickety TikToks, except for YouTube isn't really set up the same way. So you're gonna notice that, so you got the super chat amount, right? And then there is gonna be the gifts.
Yeah.
And so the gifts, YouTube moves really slow on the money side of things, as I'm
I've
sure you know already.
seen.
Like the views, they'll give you in the moment views in the second. You could see how the views are doing. But the money thing with the gifts, like regular money takes 2 or 3 days with the super chat stuff, but then the gifts, it let it might take like till the end of the month for that stuff to kick
To
in. So
register. Thank you, Noise.
yeah,
Okay.
it's definitely different. It's hard to tell.
I overthink things. Like for instance, right now it says $15.97. That's amazing. Next to it, it says 209 gifts. Now, I
But
myself, it took me forever to get that pin in the mail, bro, and put it through. And then I'm like, "Where's my money?" It wouldn't load. It took like 72 hours, and then after like 3 days, it upgraded, updated, and showed the money in my YouTube studios. So I know now I'm not the only one freaking out overthinking shit. YouTube's just kind of slow.
yeah, no, they're 2 or 3 days behind on just the super chat stuff. On the gift stuff, they like
Cool
there
is.
was one month where they sent me, oh, zombie mom,
They
baby
said
mama's paying
child,
child supports.
child support's over
Uh,
here. Hey,
yeah,
Erica, about it.
yeah, and the gifts, like there was this one month where it was sitting at X amount of dollars, right? And then it was right before the 21st. The whole money just jumped up to some crazy amount, and it's because it took them that long to
Show it up.
figure out what's going on. Because they ain't
Okay.
they ain't built for this style of stuff. They're
Well,
gonna
hey,
learn.
I want to tell you something that hope motivate you, and I'm sure you know this already, but this is it coming in a not in a bragging way because this ain't even me. I'm talking about somebody else. My homie Jay Williams, Let's Live Life. Shout out to him. He's a good dude. He's a famous YouTuber now and like a household name in the prison genre. So our community, thank you, Noise, bail money for Shane. Hey, our people are probably very different. I would say maybe our algorithms. So some of y'all might not know, but people in the prison genre know. Well, we did an interview. We became friends. He just called me earlier. I talked to him. He came on my live and said, "I want to tell you this, and any other creators, don't give up on what you're doing. I got to make 21 grand a month on YouTube." He said in the first 3 months, it was behind waiting on that pin and it got up to 84,000. He said he went from making average money at his average job, making videos in his car on iPhone, seeing it build up for 3 months. Like you said, YouTube was behind and whatever. His girl's like, "Oh, that's a scam. They're trying to scam you." And on that third month, that pin came, he put it in and they sent 84 grand, 3 months worth of stuff to his thing. And even to this month, he said the least he's ever made is 16 grand. So there are people making around 20,000 a month doing what we're doing, living great lives, and you could still have a job. It's your side hustle. So you're not, some people want to just do this, whatever. I don't knock it either way. But I'm saying some people are quitting their job, like actually doing just this. And that's what I wanted to ask you. Do you feel like that's something that all creators are capable of, or is it just who the algorithm picks? What is your input on that? Like, that's a lot of money, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of money, right? I mean, like,
Not so.
uh, I mean, like when I got my first, well, my third, when I got my third YouTube check, I was like, dang, this is the same amount of money I made in half a year, a lot of years of my life.
Really?
And so there's no doubting that it could change your life. And you know, does the algorithm, ha, you know, uh from the other place, yeah, definitely the algorithm will
TT?
stop you dead in your tracks.
Who, TT? I'm
Yeah, over there.
sure, bro. I know I am.
But over here, so here's the difference, right? So
That app's
you get a
trash.
shadow ban over there, banana, and you're done. You're gonna be looking like I'm getting 200 views on this. But then since we're multi-platform, you take the same video and you put it over here and you're getting thousands of views, you're like, oh, something's going on.
Yes.
So
No.
I definitely have been shadow bananaed here, and it only lasts for the one day. It's not like they hold it against you forever, like over there.
Okay.
And you might have maybe I said the wrong word, or I was playing with the wrong nosy at the beginning of the video. I should have held nosy off till the end. You know what I mean? But over here, it seems like one day if you do something silly, it's one day, but then the next day they'll still pump the same video. They'll pump that video the first day, the next day. It's a lot different than and other platforms. But I don't know if the algorithm pumps more.
Would you say this is your favorite platform out of all? Because I myself use FB, YT, TT, and IG. Every day I post the same video to those four. I go from this one to this one to this one to this one, back to back. Once I've done all four, I'm done with that video. I go to my gallery, I delete it. That's a part of my routine. If I create a video, I'm dropping it on all four back to back. What do you feel about that?
Well, so like the content I create is different. So my way of operating, but which might be changing a little bit, is I like to create different content for each app. So you know, I don't like to recycle jokes for all the times everybody says I say and do the same thing every time I go on live or anytime, like that's definitely not the case. I got a file full of jokes that I'll never tell ever again. Because I put them in the chamber, and maybe when I get that Netflix special or something, maybe I'll open the file up and be like, "Here's all the good ones, let's do it." But for the liggity lives and all that stuff, and creating videos, I like to have different content for each thing, so that say you watched the TT and you're like, "Oh, that was crazy," and then you go and watch the YT and you're like, dang, that was even crazier, because I can go crazier over here than I can
Yeah.
go anywhere else. I mean, I've been bananaed off a Clapper, and that's tough
Clap
to do.
in session. Shout out to him. I'm just randomly mentioning him and shouting him out. He's a smoking channel. Based his whole YT on that, and he's got shit at least 13K the last time I looked, which was like 6 months ago. All live session viewers, bro. I'm talking about he goes live, he sits there and just gets blasted, and all these people come in. He got all these people who put capital CS at the end of their name, and he started a community based off just smoking trees, growing, reviews, cards, different shit. And he was the one telling me, dude, I just spaced out. What was we talking about? And the whole point I was telling you that was about the YT thing. Bruh, I don't know, man. I just spaced out. What was we saying right before that? I'm kind of fried.
You was talking about a Puff creator.
Yeah, I remember, and that was why I brought him up. I hit my pen a lot, bro. I don't know if you smoke, but I love smoking. I don't know why I mentioned.
I smoke ops, dog.
All right, yeah, that's cool. I don't know why.
Yeah, you know what I'm about to do. Do you know what I'm about to do? Chicken chat. Y'all know what I'm about to do? We about to smoke some ops, son, for free 99, son.
Free 99. Okay, yeah, that's what. That's what I was about to say. Oh shit! Are you serious? Oh my god, bro, are you serious? Hey, you about to eat that bitch? Oh shit!
Eating them. Free 99.
Eat that roach. Here y'all go. Yes, bro. What the fuck? Hey, someone was saying in here you was shock content, right? And I don't know if that's what that classifies at, but that is crazy, bro. That is nuts. Hey man, shout out to you for that, because I ain't never done that. Now that's what I call saving them roaches up and smoking them. Whew. Bruh, yeah, that's shock entertainment. Clam Slam just said, right. So they pay him 20 to eat a roach on his lives. Damn, so you just did that for like some exclusive shit.
Huh? Yeah, exclusive.
Thank you, bro. Shit, shout out to you for real. Cause you're pretty cool. That's what I was gonna get into. Well, besides, I just remembered I was saying that my homie, he likes this app because he can say what he wants, smoke when he wants. They don't care. He told me about Clapper during the TT, the TikTok. I keep forgetting because some algorithms don't want you mentioning it, like TikTok. I don't think YouTube cares. That's why
YouTube. There's some streamers that I watch or I study that they will start off their streams by saying TikTok, Instagram, even MySpace, and they'll say all the other apps right off the bat to get it in the algorithm. It seems to be working for them.
It's a social media thing then. Okay, I was always told over on TikTok, you always say abbreviations. They were like, never.
Oh, yeah, over there, my man Alien keeps on getting hit because only time he gets hit is when he mentions YouTube. And he's like, Zombie, what do I do? And I'm like, well, I guess just stop saying it.
It's like TikTok's hating on everything, man. they shadow banned me for sure for winning an appeal. I won an appeal, and they were like, "Oh, you want to win an appeal? Now we're gonna punish you." That's what it felt like. They made all my videos ineligible. They said I was kicked out of the Creator Rewards program. Fuck that app, bro. I'm coming over here, and Facebook is my ultimate favorite app. I got my highest following there, and I'm monetized there. I haven't been working for like 6 weeks, and I make about 2 grand a month over there. That's became my side of bringing money in a little bit. And my girl, I'm supposed to hopefully be starting at her job. But in the meantime, this has been the only money I get between YouTube and Facebook. So I could kind of relate to what you were saying. Now, you have scheduled times that you do what you do, right? I
Oh
want
yeah, yeah. I'm all about a schedule. Like when I meet new creators and I try to hype them up, and one of the first things that I try to instill in everybody is to have a schedule. Like I release my videos only at a certain time. I go live only at certain times, and I only go so long. That that may be changing a little bit lately, but yeah, it like having a schedule so that your audience knows when you're gonna be releasing videos or when you're gonna be going live is very important. It's training your audience.
I like that. That's kind of why I mentioned it, was to let people know where to find you, when to find you. So we're gonna say what socials you got too. But someone just said it's crazy to see you, or nice to see you in a different light. And then one of your supporters said he's just a regular dude or whatever, right? That's cool, because I also saw a video of someone saying, "Holy shit, he got his paint off." I feel like people forget. They tend to forget. Like they look at you as this content creator. You've been on pretty much very viral on all these platforms, whether you're there for long or not. But the case is, you're still doing it, and then you always are in character. So the times that they've seen you off of that, I think it was like shocking to them. There was the one dude said, "Holy shit, he looks exactly like I imagined."
I see that well, I see all the
Yeah,
comments.
yeah, a lot.
Uh but yeah, it's hard. Like I'll talk to people for months
Oh,
on snatch chats and things, and
yep,
they'll finally be like, "Wait, you're not in a tent?" And I'm like, "You've been talking to me like for real, like without face paint on in the morning time, and you just figuring out that this is a whole set." And
yeah,
they're like, "Yeah, dang." And I'm like, "Dang, I must be a good actor then." But so for a lot of people, I think that just see the show and see me bouncing around, uh to see me speak normally
yeah.
like this, and,
That's
and
very on a
to
compliment.
have a little bit of brains, it's sort of shocking. Like, wait, ain't this the guy that eats bugs and does backflips or Frank?
That's crazy, bro. And that's cool, man. I appreciate that, because it shows that you took the time to do this. And you even said, well, hey, another time we'll go on mine and try to trade like subscribers and shit. That's pretty cool. It just shows your character, because I've had issues with people in the past being gatekeepers. I would ask them for help and they would say yeah in line, just whatever. I'm not going to get into that. That's corny behavior. So like the first time you meet somebody and you talk about it and it actually happens, or they're very selfless and not selfish, speaks volumes. I could see why your right people found you and actually stuck around to want to be your friend and hang out, because they saw you for more than just the character on line, that you're a good person, but you're also that you're an entertainer. You're able to come on and do all your little your things. It's pretty cool, bro. Do you think of things throughout the day, or do you sit down and go, all right, I'm gonna brainstorm? I was gonna ask you that.
Oh, I do have things like the Shane's Mama thing, right? Like I'll have something that I'm just sitting on. I'll have ideas I'm just sitting on. And I write skits out throughout the day. And like I said, sometimes I'll have the word list for the lives, and a lot of times it's just freestyling, like uh just the Pizza Man video, right? Like there's no way you could have a script for that. It just happened right then and there. You're right in the moment, which is where the going live training helps for like spur of the moment stuff. Like when the little policeman showed up, I mean, like you can't script some of this stuff,
That
like
was literally
Velspar.
when I found you. Yeah, that's crazy. We're talking about something from a month, like a long time ago, like over what,
And
almost
it's over a year.
or over, yeah. And that's
Yeah,
when I
three
found you.
TikTok accounts ago.
And we've made it. We've both went so far on our journey since then, dude. I think I might have barely been hit 1,000 on TikTok at that time. I probably had like 3,000 on YouTube. Wondering how far I would ever make it. So
Yeah.
it's something I could help you with, but it would suck because you would have to travel. Is out of the 6 famous podcasts that I've did, only one, well, maybe all the other 5 would, because possibly, but it would have to be that you would have to talk about that part of your life, any jail shit. The one out of those is does an all around podcast, but they only do it in person, and it's in Columbus, Ohio. I almost guarantee they would have you on if I called them. It's just something to think about. It's called Get a Grip Podcast. A lot of people already know who that is across all platforms. It's like they do all walks of life, addicts in recovery, addicts not in recovery, convicts, COs, people who with mental health, random shit, just anything that is interesting. They will sit you down in their studio, and they've helped a lot of people go viral. I did that with them and woke up with like an extra 5,000 people or something crazy like that. So, that's something if you would want to do. Or the other ones do it on the phone like this, but they would only want to talk about any of your jail experiences. The Get a Grip would let you actually explain like your life in this, except for you would get it seen by a lot more people.
I mean, I'm always down. Like I said, that's why I just freed up my time so that I could have time to do more
Right.
stuff like this and where I before I was busy at this point in time of the day, you know?
Yeah, yeah, no, I get it. You would normally have done that. We were talking about that. So you've been doing this full time, right? Recently. How long has it been
Yeah.
doing that?
Uh
Couple
this
months.
is week 2.5 or something.
Oh, not even. Okay. You were E Dubs.
Yeah, yeah. I've been spinning wings, man.
Mm,
Spinning chicken. I
that's
loved it. I loved it. I actually to get into some real of behind the scenes. I was so yesterday, I was my body, my mind was so like distraught that I couldn't go cleaning up the kitchen. I'm hitting everybody up. I'm like, guys, I'm having withdrawals, son. Like it's the worst thing to have a withdrawal from a very hard physical manual labor job. And when your body and your mind is like, I'm missing it, dog. And I get to go do this for a living. It's a
yeah.
little bit of a thing my mind's got to get used to. But yesterday I was going through some beat ups with draws like a money's and everybody's hitting me up. They're like, it's all good. Lee's telling me what he cleaned. And I'm like, all right, you got it cleaned. Like I'm still checking up on everybody and everything.
Has people ever recognized you because you always use this as your online thing? Do they know you when you don't have the paint on, or by like your voice? Has that happened yet, or is it only
Yeah, yeah. Everybody
there?
knows me. I got this beard that's indistinguishable. I got my voice,
Plus, you
and
face though a few times too, so they know
I
who
mean, my
you are.
face is not very much different without
Yeah,
the paint on.
right.
Like,
Why some people said I think I knew what he looked like, and they were right. I get that. I was
man,
wondering
no, I
about
walk outside the door and people are honking, throwing shockers at me.
right. Shock. What do you say? Shockers up, bonies down.
Phones down, shockers up.
Yeah, I thought
Throw
so.
them shockers and blockers.
In some of these comments, as we
Yeah,
go.
whoop whoop. I got the day job. What's up,
Yep.
trolls?
Give me money. That's you said. Gotta love that, bro. I do that too. The trolls. I like last night, and Jarrell I think was on here, and there was a couple people on here. I recognize their names. I was on here just doing a regular ass, just daily vlog live stream, bro, and they were just coming for me, dude. I had people making death threats. I had people on here just telling me how miserable and this and that I am, and I'm like, and I'm not even doing nothing. But I try to kill them with kindness and let them know, like, I'm not gonna do nothing to you. The universe is. I hope you stub your toe, get a flat tire, and step in dog shit all in 1 hour. You know what I'm saying? Like how it is. Pac-Man gang. Pac-Man gang. Thank you, Pac-Man gang. I like that. Thank you,
Gang, 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 gang.
gang, gang, gang. So you've got your own thing you're doing, and you stuck with it. Now, I like that. I saw the one day you posted. I think it was your girl and your kids. They even got in on a video with you, right? Right around the
Oh,
holiday.
I have all types of people around me
I didn't know if
that
your family or who, if it was friends. I didn't know, so I didn't
they
want to.
know everybody always wants to get in videos. So the kids, right? I got lots of kids like J Dog, consider J Dog a kid, even though he's 22.
Yeah,
But
young.
the little ones is always bugging me to be in videos. They're like, could we paint my face? Could we paint a face? And
Yeah,
and back in the past, I would cave into him after him bugging me for a while. I'll be like, all right, cool, we'll make a video. But at this point in time, with all stuff like that, you know what I mean? I'm like, sorry, kids, we can't really do it. I know we
Hey,
used to
someone,
do it,
I get
can't
that.
really do it.
Just like I was holding my baby, I'm like telling my girl, "Hey, I'm gonna lay her down because this is probably gonna be an adult themed thing." Even though she don't understand because she's 2 weeks old, it's just the principle that I'm gonna hold my baby while we're talking about probably some crazy 18 plus shit,
Yeah.
to
Well,
that.
yeah, and that's when people come into the lives talking about I'm only X amount of years old. Like, well, first I mark every live that
Yeah,
it's not for
me
children.
too. Me,
And
they find their way in.
so if the parent is not watching what their child is doing, I don't that's not on me. That's
Yep.
on the parent. Like
I'm all,
my kids I got all around me, all of them, I make sure they don't watch the lives. I'm like, you can watch the videos, me playing around with this in a video
yeah,
is
right.
rough
Yeah,
enough, but
that's
it's not as bad as in the liggity liggity live where it's going off for a half hour. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot different. 15 seconds to 20 minutes is a
versus
big difference.
now YouTube. I do that. I set that, but on TikTok, I just start them, and it is what it is. And I do that because someone told me they won't push your content if you hit the 18 plus thing, and they find it anyways. Kids are making fake accounts. Babe,
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
so it is what it is. But you're right. Parents should know not to like what to and not to let them see. Hold on, y'all. I apologize.
Oh yeah, be right back.
So what do you other platforms I wanted to ask you do you use besides like what would you say this is your favorite and then what's your other one so I know I want to let people know where to find you and that way everyone could try to get in touch. I don't think you're gonna deal with that again as far as being shadow banned or whatever the case may be, but just in case I want everybody to come sub you and find you. So what? YouTube's your favorite, right? Here, mama. Here, mama. Here, mama. There, baby. Oh, I think he went. He'll be back.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. Hey, where the I was gonna say I want to know, tell them all your socials, but where the El Wushi thing? What is it? El Toro? No,
Yeah.
ain't that it?
El Wushi. No Toro, no.
Right.
El Wushi. Meow.
That's my favorite.
Meow.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Now, was it? Does this stuff? Is there anything behind some of the things, or is it just random shit? One day you're being silly and it stuck.
some stuff there is stuff behind, but El Wushi was just, from Backflips for Frank and tearing the tent down. One day I'm going live, I play peekaboo, and there's just this tore down tablecloth. I make these things out of tablecloths. There's a tore down tablecloth, and
Oh,
I'm trying not to trip on it. So I just grab it up and I said, El Wushi. No Toro, no. El Wushi.
just being silly.
And that was it. It was
Because that
sealed
sticks
deal.
out because of the bull, right? You got that sound at the end like that with the horns because of the bull, right? Like a bull with the
Yeah, because I was like, no Toro, no.
yeah. Okay, I get it, and it all goes together. Even if you meant to or didn't mean to, it all kind of goes together.
Yeah, it just spit out my mouth.
Duet
Like that
video.
was it. It was over with.
Yeah, Post Malone does look a lot like me. I know, I agree. I keep hearing that shit.
I thought they was talking about my diaper wipey.
Someone just said I don't even want to know about the diaper. And I did see a lot of trolling that and saying that. Now you just did that to be like extreme, or what's behind that?
So, all right. So the how I started wearing a diaper, right, was there was this song, and this was before I talked on my videos or anything. So I'm just using
Mm,
sounds and stuff. And so there was this song,
I didn't know that.
and I freaking made a video where I wore a diaper in it. And the song's like, I tore my butt open, I sewed it back shut. Like a bell reminded me, why don't eat there a lot. And so I wore a diaper in that was the first time. And they wrote about me in Japan. And that video was like 20,000 views or something. And so then it was my battling being the Banana King, battling over there. for me to have the ability to wear a diaper wipey. So I would wear it in videos, get a banana, appeal master over here, winning my appeals, go live with a diaper wipey. First time I wasn't wearing pants, just the diaper wipey, raw dog in it.
What the
I
fuck?
did not win that appeal. So ever
Yeah,
since after that,
you
pants
started
on,
doing that. Yeah,
winning appeals over my diaper wipey. So
yeah.
that's the lore of the diaper wipey. Was it
The Lord.
I wore it one time in one video. They wrote about me in Japan, and then I was like, it's time for the fight for me to wear a diaper wipey all the time, all the
Now,
time.
now that leads me into the next way. Yeah, they said zombie, you're up to 22K subs. That's amazing. That is amazing. So, yeah.
Yes, yes, it is. Thank y'all.
What is the story behind? I got her to stop. Put her, gave her binky. When this is all done, I'll hold her and stuff. What is the thing with the? Well, damn it! Oh man, I do that a lot. You were telling me the other day about, bro. Where did I go with this? Oh, when they try to say take you off socials forever. What the hell was that all about? You were saying they tried to like permanently ban you or something. What is that? What's that?
They tried to get me taken down on all platforms because I am on all platforms. Like you said, I might not be active on all of them all the time, but there's definitely a Zombies Are Hungry presence on all platforms, regardless which one. And so there's all these crazy Reddits. I just was reading one crazy or looking through one crazy Reddit yesterday. Um, and there's so many fake me's out there that it's wild. But
Yeah.
uh there was my banana family had merged with another family over the TT family stuff. And so we merged and then we had a falling out. And so they definitely tried to get me off of TT and I'm part of other things that slammed them down and said, no, naughty, naughty, no, no, zombie's the one, not you, naughty. But and they're currently trying to take me off of Snatch Chat, which doesn't make no sense to me. But they were on a total quest. They put in all these different group things and Reddit things. They put my life history, like, so I do have a lot of arrests for marijuana, like a whole lot. And so they try piling those up, compiling them, talking about, look, he is a DRUG addict, and like, but for pot, you're
Yeah.
gonna say, oh, for a million pot arrests, shoot, son.
There's
Um,
one of my friends in my mod right here, loyalty. So you're saying they tried because of the bud thing?
no, well, no, there was more than that. It's because they're jelly, right? I
Yeah,
mean, they're jealous. Like I,
crazy.
I I get to do whatever I want to do, and they're jelly.
Yeah. So what's that all about as far as? Hold on, I'm sorry, I was checking this mod thing real quick. Standard. Wait, can manage buffers and change I'm gonna have you explain some of this shit to. What's the difference with managing moderator and standard moderator? Which one do you click, and what is the difference? Can you explain? I know it's off topic, but I actually
Yeah.
need it.
No, it's good information, right?
Yeah.
So a standard moderator uh can mute people, and the next one is they could throw a shocker in the blocker and block people. Um,
Managing is like more serious.
yeah, managing, you get
Standard
more power.
temporary do it and shit. Thank you, loyalty. I see you right. Can review and remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. Now, if you hide somebody, that means they're gone forever, right? From your account. They could write all they want and you cannot see them.
Yeah. If you hide them from the account, and they don't know that they're blocked neither.
Yes, I
They
know.
have no idea that they got blocked.
Now that's always been like a fear of mine is if you pissed off a mod and they went through and just went do and just tore everybody.
Oh, I've had that happen. It happens. It does
That's what
happen.
I was wondering.
It happens.
You able to even undo that with people? To unhide. I've never seen it. I have the option. That was one thing I noticed. I had a troll last year
I
that I blocked, and I've never seen him or an option to bring him back or nothing.
I would. I'm not sure. because I got my list of blocked people on the computer is like it's over 500 names easily. So maybe the way to do that would be to go in on the computer YouTube studio and go to the hidden users and click on them, and I think that's how you unblock them.
In the YouTube studio.
Yeah, in the YouTube studio on the computer, it doesn't have that access on the phone.
I just said loyalty. Thank you for that too, because she's already one on TikTok, and then I only got two on here, which is Chief in Session and Shay's Way. And I had a little thing last night with Shay on accident or whatever. We were trying to figure it out. Where dude said something about wanting to be a moderator, and I think she said she thought he was being some kind of disrespectful. I'm still kind of trying to figure it out. So it got him muted. And I'm like, damn, how'd he get muted? Because he's one of my supporters. But he was really just asking to be a moderator. And then it got me thinking, and I'm like, more or less, I honestly have wondered if I even need moderators, because sometimes I like the trolls. I don't want people blocked. And, I know it makes people feel powerful or something. If not even
There's
powerful.
definitely the mod squad. We definitely just had a problem with that recently.
You need it. You're saying now you got big lives. Now on TikTok, I don't. Over here right now, we got 103 people. That's pretty cool. But if it's doing this and you could barely see shit, right? Maybe you need them. But I like the trolls because they engage shit. So I don't want somebody to get so important feeling that they just want to go through like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and the whole time they're actually fucking with the engagement on your chat. I'm not like there yet. Maybe one day I would need a bunch of mods, but I just do it because the people who are loyal to me that are helping support me, I give them like a role to play in my story and my journey, I guess. But I also honestly don't need it. It's kind of hard to explain.
But so my journey of modding or having mods, right? So when it first started to blow up and this chat went on TT the first round, I had a whole bunch of mods and they turned against each other. And so then I got rid of all mods, and I had a partner in crime who she would be yelling at me all the time. We need mods. We need these guys to be mods. And I'm like, I don't want no mods. I fought my team for like a year to not have no mods. And
thank you,
then, I kept getting permanent bananaed. So I'm like, well, maybe I need to change something up, right? Definition of insanity, same thing, every diggity day, thinking that you're going to get a different results. And you're still sitting here with your banana vest and you can't go liggity live and get the gifts and all that stuff. So then I was like, all right, we'll start having mods again. And so from that point in time to this point in time, shout out the mod squad that I got. I got, 14 people that are down for me. Not all of them are there all the time. I have some mods that I'm like, maybe one day it might be going off the chain and I need one person in there. Cause I did have one of my biggest lives ever on TT where these people were making my dog I think it was my first assistant. Yeah, my first assistant. They were getting him all crazy. And I can't see what's going on. I just see that he's getting angry. And so, bam, here comes my homegirl, Rainbow Bright, who I only had 3 mods at that time. She comes in, I'm like, Rainbow, get him. And boom, she kicked him. So that's always been my theory of, having some wild card mods that ain't always there, but they might be there that day you need them and stuff. And so yeah, my journey with mods, I've battled with not having mods and with having mods. With as you know, as how it runs today, I need mods because there's all the crazy stuff that people say in there.
You go live a lot, and I'm sure they're bigger. You probably do. Now I just made loyalty one. She's been very loyal to me. That's actually her last name, but we became friends. She's from Washington. We became friends, and she's been very loyal. She's my third one on YouTube. The other one I barely ever see, Chief in Session. We ain't talk. And Shay does get on here. So now I guess you could say I got 2. Real quick before I forget, someone said Mr. Grimm. Is that your friend on here? They said, whoa, I seen this guy before, Zombie. Are they talking to you saying they saw me before? Or telling me they saw you before? Mr. Grimm 992. I don't know. Shout out to you. And then Kendo is saying, who the fuck are these clowns? but they've wrote it so many times, so they stayed in the chat. So we did our job by keeping them in the chat, bro.
All
All right.
right, that's part of the thing, man. So
Yeah.
I always say, right, like so, like shout out Coy. He's gonna pick me up so I can go to the end of the highway soon.
Right in.
But like I always say, come for the liggity liggity live, but stay for the chickity chickity chat. Cause like in all reality, some of the stuff that shoots out of my money it is really, really funny. But the stuff that goes down in the chat in the liggity liggity lives is bonkers, off the wall crazies.
Yeah. Hey, thank you to the y'all that ain't trolling and the ones being for real. Someone said if I did a
There's more
chat,
baby mamas coming in here.
would I get banned? What they mean by that? If I do a super chat and talk shit, do I get banned? They meant like, cause you.
Oh no. So hopefully this is a question for me and not for you, because I mean, like obviously you're like, ain't nobody getting bananaed anyways. But so they like we just had a couple weird super chats in the last live. No, we're not gonna kick you out for
Is
saying
there
a super chat. You're gonna give me a weird reaction. I'll get a weird
the
reaction.
people who just sent me those money right now? I got 22.96, and I think like 80-90% of those were your people. Thank you guys. Is that super chats or is that different? That's when it pins a
That's
comment.
super. That's super chats. The gift stuff
Is
doesn't register for at least a week, sometimes
okay,
longer.
and it adds to money though. So it's like
That does,
TikTok.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm working.
I wasn't sure for a long time, and I was asking my squad, I'm like, Frank, what's the deal? So basically every 3,000 gifts of the gift thing, 3,000 is like $30. So when you get to or is
30.
every thousand or I think every thousand is $30. I forget now.
Oh, okay. Shit,
But
this 482 already. That's fucking dope. Uh,
yeah,
some last night like 100, but I know I can't even get my money unless it hits 100. So if I don't
yeah,
hit $100, then they hold my money till the next month. That's why I don't get my money till this month on the 22nd. It's actually from like 50 days ago, bro, or something like that, or I don't know how long ago. I started. No, wait, no, I just got actually monetized like last month. But anyways, it was from a while back, and it was locked on my account. And when they finally, I got that pin. They're like, all right, well now you got all that done. I'm like, where the hell's my money? What it was is it wasn't registering because I did not hit $100. Once I finally hit
yeah. It's
$100,
gotta hit 100.
I got 119 on the way. It's confusing. I understand now, and I'm glad you've helped me.
It's
But
a little different
I,
than the TT thing, right? On TT,
yeah,
you get paid weekly. There was underneath one of the attacks on me. I'm a part of this group, the Savage Motherfuckers, and they're like, "Zombie, we've been in meetings two weeks
yeah,
or 2 days, all about you and all this stuff." And when I went to tell them my story of why I'm under attack constantly, it's because I'm a success story. And so I showed them my money side of the stuff, which I don't really show people often.
yank.
Them being from tickety tickety TikToks, they totally misconstrued. They thought I mean, if I was making that much money, because they thought it was for a week. If I was making that much money in a week,
Yeah,
we'd have a gold diamond tent.
right. Hey, you gonna to get that gold or silver play button?
Oh, so unfortunately, I'm uneligible because I got strike.
I
I
want
got
to
a
ask
strike.
about that. I don't think I've got. I don't know if I got a warning or a strike, but someone. I got to go look and figure that out. Someone told me. Yeah, someone told me you can't if you do. So I know that's true now because you kind of just made that clear. But what if you got a warning? Now they made me
So
take this little
yeah, that's
course.
different.
I don't know what it was. I'm gonna have to look. They made me take this little course and do like a questionnaire, and it gave me a 90-day thing. It wasn't that I couldn't go live. It was like, what was it? It was like for 90 days I was under watch or something, but they still were letting me go live. They still were letting me do this and that. So I think it was a warning.
Yeah, yeah. There's a difference. That's a warning. And I've got two warnings and one strike. But once you get a strike, so I mean, I appealed with them and I talked to them. So my strike is for the Glizzy Blaster. Um,
Really?
So I do feel like once I get closer to the 100K subs, then I'm gonna start bugging them and be like, "Could you just review my case, dog? Like, you seriously over a Nerf gun that's all duct taped up because I've been smashing it for 2 years prior to when you hit me on a thing. Um, I mean, it's an orange ass Nerf gun. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah. So I mean, I might not be eligible for that, but Barnyard in the house. What up, Barnyard? I told you the banana family. We be traveling, dog. Yeah. Well, it's because I got this little thing I say, there ain't no brains there. I am in my 40s. And I've been looking like a fool my whole life. It it was an evolution, all right. So like my picture on my original TikTok is how I envisioned my character to be, when we get to these points that we're at. Now, however, through the bananas and the bananas and the bananas, I used to wear a lot of latex and I would cut into my face and I really loved it, even though it smelled like ammonia. Um,
Really?
and I would put horns on my head and all these different things. I'd used a lot of latex, but through getting in trouble, it was reduced to clown paint. And this is what I stopped having trouble when I started painting my face like this. And then shout out Kayla Clism, Banana Family. She did her mouth like this once, and I was like, yo, that's the way I'm gonna do my mouth. And so same thing. I did it once and then boom, that's what it is. So yeah, through
Photos,
me getting bananaed,
you
it
want,
got put to this.
and it brought some. Well, real quick, what is this? Josh Prince something, and it's sent New Year's Eve 2026, and it showed up different than the rest. It's like pinned. That's awesome. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into this. Thank you. Either way, I don't know. I'm still understanding. I googled you, bro, and some different shit popped up that I never seen. Is what I was gonna say, and it showed like some different, like a photo. Yeah, the zombie lore origin exactly, and it had all your different things. It knew who you was, so that's pretty cool, bro. It got you like they got you on the internet. I looked mine up, typed
I
in.
don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out, or I have to send it to you. It showed
Yeah,
different.
yeah, send me it.
It showed like different accounts, and then it showed like screenshots from your lives. I guess the AI did that, and then it showed like that, and then there was like a 3D, like a AI photo type deal of you with like your hand up, I think flicking off the camera. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I have to just show you. But I did the same thing, looked myself up, and I was shocked because immediately it said that I was engaged to Monique Swanger, and it started showing her criminal record. And I'm like, and we're not even married, bro. So somehow by typing in my name on Google, it brought up in the bio that I was a content creator and that I had connections with her, and it showed her criminal record. And I'm like, how the fuck? Because we're not even married or nothing, bro. So it's weird how they like build information on you and then they put it in your like file on Google, you know? But
Man, oh,
you
that's
got
wild.
different results.
Oh
Um,
yeah. I did Google my name yesterday, which is crazy. It's the first time I ever did that. And
right.
I found some interesting stuff. I didn't find that, but I found some interesting stuff.
Crazy, I brought it up today and you did it yesterday.
Yeah. It's the universe, man. Like
It's the universe.
uh yeah, that's why I leave everything up to the universe. Some people are like but my dog Shaggy, he's like, the universe loves you. And I'm like, yeah, the universe loves me, but I got bad luck.
Eh.
So at least I got one
That was
thing going
last
for me.
night. Mm.
Shout out freaking Frank the Tank getting lucky. My man's Frank, who I would like to link you and Frank up
Or your
because Frank got some good
That's
prison
one of your people, huh?
YouTube story.
Okay, yeah, you was telling me about that. I'll bring him on.
But
If it
he's my
helps.
imaginary friend,
Oh, for real?
according to the trolls.
It's one of your people for real, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, no, it's my dog. It's my dog.
Let's hear about this other imaginary friend. We all got one. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
Mine's-
so I got Chip Whitley.
Oh shit.
I
Who is it?
got
Let me see him again. Hey, yeah,
he's
yeah.
got a larger than average pony. I don't care what y'all talking about. Extra large.
That's crazy, man.
Get in the
He
corner,
got the
Mary.
Barbie thing going on. The Ken Barbie doll. Uh, damn, that's crazy, man. Man, I've been thinking about making characters myself, and I'm gonna take advice from the chat, loyalty, Shay, our other mods, Jake, shout out to him, Mike, but he goes by Jake Paul on here. Some of the people who are help supporters to me, like maybe even JB, finally free JB, shout out to him on TikTok. My real friend, I've known him since we was kids. Jacob Gentry on YouTube, check him out. His name's Jacob's Ladder, y'all. They wrote a country song and a fucking law about him in Tennessee. These are people who I do co-host with. I'm gonna try to get all of our ideas, plus me and my woman, plus people in the chat, and I want to come up with characters and do my own skits. Not every day for my content, but once in a while, I'm gonna dress up, maybe get like a fucking wig or something crazy, and I want to create characters. And I'm gonna even ask like Chat GPT to help me write scripts, and I'm gonna like do like little 3-minute skits. You ever thought about that?
Yeah, I got uh
Sure.
all different team members and all different stuff.
You do it.
So
You did.
a lot of what I do with that is I'm putting that stuff into the movie. So it's not like it's getting released on any platform yet because it's on
One
a
day.
real movie camera instead of just the phone. But
Right.
yeah, I got
One day
a lot
though.
of stuff like that.
Just
But a lot of that, yeah, like I said, like the Pizza Man thing with J Dog being right there and it all happening like that, that was a wrap, sealed the deal, dropped the mic, like that's a wrap. But
so cool, bro.
for a lot of the times when I have my friends come through and we do stuff, or I go over there to wherever, we film it on the real video camera instead of just the phone.
That's cool. So now, do you want to talk about the other thing you were about to do, or was that behind the scenes and you're keeping it a secret when we talked on the phone? I don't want to say it if no one knows. You had this other idea for this project, right? And I don't know if you've brought it up yet, so I'm not gonna say it. You remember? Something similar to the movie, but a little different. You know what I'm talking about? Something you were about to do?
I don't know, but just say it.
Art. Okay. You were saying you might do a cartoon thing.
Oh, well, so that is definitely something like in the chamber. It's definitely something in the
Wow.
chamber.
Okay. Wondering. I'm
But
say it.
so like in all reality, as far as Zombies Are Hungry and the history of Zombies Are Hungry, that's a very important part of it because I wanted to see if I could make a social media. So and I made up the Zombies Are Hungry, and Two in the Pink, One in the Stink. That's where the shocker comes from. Because I made up these art projects and was being successful. Then I had to learn how to be successful at it because it stopped being successful. And that's where social media came in. And so that's where this all got
No.
created. And so this was my test run. In all reality, this was a test run,
Okay.
and it's not a test no more. We ain't testing no more. It's it's the main thing.
Daniel said, I need you to unblock me, zombie, or I'm going to do a backflip on you. I'm going to backflip you. So he must be blocked, but he can see you because he's in my chat.
Oh well, Daniel,
I don't know.
no,
He said, no. That,
you was naughty or something, son.
someone said, what the fuck? This guy speaks normal. This is funny. People are seeing you in a different light on my shit. They're calling
Yeah,
FLM demon now, bro. This is crazy.
I'm not that tall. I'm only 6'3".
Yeah, bro. That's like 9 foot, bro. Chill out. No, this is crazy.
Dinosaur bones, son.
Man, you live kind of close. Yeah, you're in fucking Michigan, bro. We could always one day possibly like do a meet and greet together. So my bro Cuzzo Costo, completely different algorithm, completely different fan base. I'm sure. He's in Pennsylvania. He's in Pittsburgh, and I'm in Ohio. I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Warren City, which is Youngstown, which is right on the border of PA, and also probably 2-3 hours from you. So I got him 50 minutes, and I got you like 2 hours. Me and him, we're talking about meeting up and doing a meet and greet. But if you ever want to do it, I'm saying we could probably blend our community and make it like 30 days in advance and make it at a place, whether it's in the public or whether we've got like a venue. I don't know. Would you do that? Have you ever considered doing like a meet and greet and maybe not by yourself, like so that it's us together as a team? Our people come, that's double the people, and we'd probably feel more, I'd say secure about it because we're there together as a team. I've always it's a bad idea. Like, are your trolls gonna show up and try to crash it, and then I'm gonna have to fucking put my hands on somebody, go to jail? I've thought about all this shit. You know what I mean?
But I'm always down for stuff like that. Uh, and
Me too.
so, but then the venue. So, like at this point in time, I feel like stuff like that does have to be at a venue where people have to pay to get in because,
Yeah,
the barrier to entry, if it's free to come do something crazy to me,
that's
is
exactly,
none.
bro.
You gotta pay. Most
Yeah,
of my
if
op is
you do some
broke.
shit, then you gotta literally, you're paying to go get yourself in some dumb shit, right? And not just
Yeah.
somebody at a park. If there, it's
And
less.
especially, I got plenty of security. Like that's always like a number one thing. Whenever anybody asks me to do stuff like that, they're always like, "Well, we got the security. You don't got to worry about security." And I'm like, "It's cool. I'm coming with security too. It's fine."
Yeah, right, right. No, I feel you. New York, I see you. He said I messaged you on all platforms. I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna have to go look. I haven't been getting. This happened because me and him got in contact through me finding him, and he said, "How'd you set this up?" I don't know if he meant because he wants to do one too, or if he knew. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna have to check and see who he is on my messenger. Uh, I know who it is though. I'm making sure I'm listening. People are saying you should do that for sure. We should do that. Yeah, in Youngstown. Do it in Youngstown. Why are you from here too? That's 10 minutes from me. I'm in Warren. Juggalo Stream. Yeah, Youngstown close as fuck. Yeah, me too. I'm in that area. So everybody in the chat who knows who my guest is right now, let me know. Spam brains if you know who this is in the chat. I want to see all brains in the chat.
Hands up,
So
brains up in the chickadee chat. One
yeah.
tickety time, y'all.
So did that take practice or was that you just being yourself when with the way you speak? Cause I can't. I was joking around doing it and I was like stuttering and couldn't get it out.
So,
There's
um, like a lot of things with people trying to expose my
Ooh, look
past
at
and all
the
that stuff. Uh, like how I figured out how to do marketing and all of this stuff was I
screen.
used to be a musician. I was first like we were really really death metal heavy metal band, then we switched to like grunge, and then we broke up, and then when I came back to music I came back rapping, and once I started rapping it opened up a whole crazy crowds I was playing to as soon as I started rapping. And being from the south side of Chicago, we all talk a little fast and got our own lingo, anyways. So it's just mixed up
Someone
from my
Chicago
life.
in the comments. They go, this dude sounds like he's from Chicago. I'm like, that's funny because you are.
You
Well,
maybe know somebody.
know somebody got some brains. Hey, where's when it comes to this with the rap thing, right? So are you doing that now, still making music, or have you just more focused on your little show, your live streams, and your content?
It is all about the live streams. I've had just recently. I had a producer guy op on me, and I've tried to. They keep on telling me I need to start a band, and I tried to start a band 2 different times in the time that I was zombie, and it all went south. So at this point in time, I'm not really concerned with making music. It's all about the live stream. But I'm always open to making music. But yeah, they were asking me the other day, and I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna have a band. But I got me a ukulele, and that's about it.
Hey, so how do
But
you
yeah,
know about like when you started Alive, like how New York said I want to join this? How do you you can't do that once you're already on or what? How does that work on this platform?
so I'm not exactly sure because the only time me and Frank the Tank tested this out once, and then his volume went out, and so it it was a pretty poor test. This is going way better than that one. And
But you gotta the
so
link
from my research,
right.
I what I think is you could join from the link you join right out the beginning, and then after that, then like
In
say
there.
you're like, all right, keep breathing, and then I get out of here. Then you're live all by yourself
Like
as normal, and that's it. It's not like the
you
other
got
places where you could keep on hopping around.
like or like StreamYard, Streamlabs, Riverside, then you could send it multiple places. Like I know that because Jay Williams had me on his live stream for New Year's Eve, and I jumped in and out 3 times. Like I would leave, come back, leave, come back. I'm like, hey, I'm at the store. Oh, we'll be back in a minute. I'm on, and my phone died, and I'm on. So 3 times I jumped in and out. But it's because he was using StreamYard. If you're using the actual platform like we are, you join through that link and then you're locked in until you end it. You have to be there at the beginning to join on that link. I think that's why I was double checking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the way I think it goes too.
I was just double checking if you didn't know something that I knew, because I know he's been talking to me about wanting to come on here since like last summer. Hey, thank you guys. New York, I see you. Who else just did that? I don't want to miss it. Somebody else sent something. Oh, Happy Poop, who Zvechkin. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Appreciate it though. I can't pronounce your name. YVE. What is that? Zvechkin? Veshkin?
Going ham. Get a chat one ticket at a time on the one ticket at a time, y'all.
Hey, Cow. Love that, man.
Saddle up, cowboy.
Love it.
Time to ride that leg.
Keep doing this. People say shit like that all day to you too. Do you let it bother you? You got a thick skin where you look at it as ammo. You let it be ammo. That's what I do.
Yeah, like if I was to take a quarter of what people say to me to heart,
I'm messenger right now. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'd be curled up in a ball, crying like a little baby, talking about they hate me. Oh no, why? Oh,
Right.
but yeah, no, you got to have thick foreskin to do this. Like to put yourself in front of millions of people and not expect a whole bunch of crazy stuff to get said to you. Like this is the year 2027. Come on, get with it now. Like there's gonna be a lot of crazy stuff.
Right. Real quick, somebody asked. Look, and this ain't even you. This bitch went off like 8 times, bro. This is my other phone. I thought about giving to the internet, but I saw you. I'm not doing it because I'm afraid that they're gonna make me want to throw this shit out the window. I almost did. I've been thinking about dropping this phone number to the internet as a direct line to me, but I knew people would troll me 24/7 and make me want to just shut it off. So Loyalty said that. A couple other people said that. I'm like, someone said do on my I do. Yeah, she was just answering my mod right here, and kind of like one of my assistants. It feels like Loyalty's like my damn secretary or something. Packy mainly does prison, paranormal, and conspiracy content. Exactly. That's all true. True crime, prison, paranormal, scary shit, but it also bases off of me coming home trying to change my life and help other people. I'm like I'm an advocate for prison reform, and I also am very intrigued with like true crime and scary shit. So some days I'll talk about that, and then some days I will just get on here and just tell prison stories, and I try to like push people in the direction of saying I've been home 2 years, never went back. I'm in recovery. If I could do it, you could do it. That's what it all boils down to. But I link with people and do stuff like this. This is random for me, but this is me and him collabing and networking, and we're just telling his story. This is really about him. So yeah, I gotta find my charger. So I got 10% on my phone, and here I'm gonna be.
I got a bounce on. I was about to say I got a bounce. So hell yeah.
That's good.
Thank all y'all Banana family for coming in here. Everybody finger blast sub button. One last ticket at time. Finger blast his sub button. Don't even think about finger blasting mines.
Anybody in here, don't sub him. Wink, wink. Nah, for real. But anybody in here, fucking with us, go to. Please, if you guys are from my side, I think like, bro, a lot of these people were your people. So thank you. We got up to like 110 people watching or something, maybe 120. And usually I average about, I think I would say like 60 is like my average. Last night I had like maybe 80. So I went higher on this live, and it had to be, I think, because I had a guest on, and a lot of them were your people. You know what I mean?
Right? That's what I was saying.
What do you say?
We'll be traveling, banana family, y'all. All right, I'll see you guys a little bit later.
For sure.
Keep breathing, y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody.
Handling something with my I'm handling something in my house real quick. My girl was having me do some really some chores here at the house, about 3 different things, and my baby finally fell back asleep, and I got to go meet my friend, and then I'm gonna be getting back on. So I'm about to check before I go. Let me make sure I got your message. But yeah, y'all, thank you for hanging out. Everybody who sent gifts, thank you. It's all the way up to 802, even though I'm not 100. I gotta understand like how that works. Money wise, that people donated $25. That's fucking amazing. Thank you. 108 likes. Damn, this was actually a really fun stream to do with him too. To get to like actually hear his story, because I've been watching him on here trying to wonder where it comes from. Loyalty will tap back in. Thank you. I'm on here now. So look, everybody come find me in a little bit. Please sub. I'm going to try to go live at least once a day. I'm on here. Hold on. It must be in my... That's why I never seen it, bro. It's got to be in my message request. Hold on. I'm about to get off here, but I need to see something. Thank you. Bet BET-E1D. Shout out to you for subscribing. Yeah, thanks, Loyalty. You hit the thumbs up. Chain Gang. Yeah, Loyalty. We just got a bunch. All right. Let me see who the hell. Where's he at? That's not it. I'm in my message request. It's not Nick, is it? Michael Bolas. No. Yeah, it's not showing up, bro. You're not in here. Unless it's under my other thing. But dude, I got so many messages in here. It's overwhelming. It's really hard to keep up with. You gotta be in my message request. Let me see. Mike. Oh, Mike Nicoletti. Mike Nicoletti. I'm gonna type that in here. Mike Nicol. MIKNICOLETTI. Nick people. It's telling me more people. That shows up. I typed your name in and that shows up. Send me a friend request so that you're the last person on my messenger or on my friend request, bro. Is what we're gonna do. That's how we're gonna do this. Make sure to turn. Oh yeah, the bell. I forgot about that. You're talking about Facebook, right? On Facebook, or are you talking about on TikTok? You probably talking about on TikTok. I'm talking about on Facebook. As you see, my last, I got. So you're gonna have to let me know which one you're talking about. I'm the top one. Mine's the top one. Oh, where I was? All right, and now I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Let me type this back in. Recent searches. Mike Nick already. eBay seller. It said Mike Nicolelli. You're not friends on Facebook. Oh, yep, here it is. It brought it up. Yo. All right, cool. There, we got that figured out. All right, cool. All right, everybody. Now I'm gonna go handle everything. Catch me back on here. I'm gonna see y'all. Thanks for y'all rocking with me and catch me on the next one. Appreciate you. Stay safe, stay free, stay blessed. Thank you for everybody who sent gifts and donations.